Good morning, guys. Just hopping on to do a little bit of a live because it's been a while. Just waiting for people to find this. I'll add it to a few groups. Please let me know if you can see the video, hear me okay. Just the usual momentary pause while we gather the tribe, yeah? Hey, Carolina, good to see you. So please, if you can just shout out if you can hear me okay. Yeah. Hi, Bonnie. So just waiting, hey, Michelle. Just waiting for folks to hop online. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. So hasn't it been very intense lately? That's for sure. Morning, Michelle. So just give me one more second here, and I'll be with you. So just while people gather, yeah, just taking just a bit of a breath. Finding some ground in this moment with all the energies that are sort of swirling and coming in through the solar activity, through the current astrology alignments. It's quite intense, isn't it? Yes, so intense. Yeah. So really, I just wanted to hop on and bring through a little bit of energy, a little bit of channeling, a little bit of light language, just to support, see where you're all at. Please feel free to share in the comments or any emotions or any feelings that come up during the light language pieces of this impromptu live feed, okay? So just before we get going, it has been huge, hasn't it, really, since the beginning of January, but specifically, I feel, since about Thursday last week, prior to the new moon, the Lunar New Year of the Dragon, it felt like the energy was just pounding us, especially in this area of the being, really I feel shifting our mind stream, shifting our brain stem, shifting our neurobiology, the center of the brain. One piece that came through very profoundly at the last event in Sydney, the 2-2 that I ran in Sydney, was a deep release of trauma, of energy, of fear, of terror, of the fall or the collapse or the Armageddon prophecy of Atlantis, but other timelines too, was been released out of the center of the brain. So this is a deeply transformative time, because we are releasing this matrix of a cap that has been on humanity around the mind, around limitation, around fear, really, the fear matrix. And so this is releasing out of us at this time so that we can profoundly expand forward in the coming year. Not to say that there aren't going to be difficulties, yes, and moments of shock and excitement this year, because that is how the planetary consciousness will evolve and awaken from slumber, if you will. Yes, I feel there's a lot of there's certain energies, if you want to call them dark, it's up to you, but there's certain control mechanisms that have been placed on the planet for eons that wish to perpetuate the manifestation of the Armageddon timeline. Now, this isn't really that it's going to manifest. But because we are powerful creators in our own right, and because there is an influx of light that is really expanding our consciousness and allowing us to be even more potent in our energy creation, yeah, in our energy creation, then we have to be very on guard, if you will, to been manipulated and pushed down into a timeline that really has not eventuated yet and may never eventuate. But there is a hijacking of the consciousness of the planet and a planned chaos that has been unraveled in the consciousness of the collective right now, so that we do not anchor in and stabilize in these more potent, powerful energies and ascend. So this is a battle. You know, this is a battle, whether you say it's an external battle or whether it's an internal battle. It's a battle to really come into alignment, to hold our light and not get too muddied by the waters of chaos and confusion that are wanting and inviting us every day into more acceleration of drama, really. Yeah. So as these energies continue to unfold, you know, the density is shaken out, yeah, of people. So then the triggers come up. Then there's the so then there is more explosive nature, anger, grief, whatever may be bubbling up in yourself or your friends and family right now. So it's important, again, to be discerning in what is yours and not take on the collective vibe or the collective fear that is sort of rippling at this point in time. So the amplification of the solar activity that's been coming in the last 4-day portal, I would say, is really agitating the nervous system. So again, this is about what does your body need, what does your mind need to really support yourself. Because we are in this month of activation. I said I got channeled that first month of January was release. The second month of January is activation, and then we move into more dynamic flow. Yeah. So this activation month is very potentially triggering. We've got a lot of Uranian energy in Aquarius, so it's very electrical. It's very electrical. So this is a potent time for creation, but also we need to manage our nervous system and anchor and ground it in a really planned and practical way. So this is about doing practical practices day by day to support yourself and ground yourself and to really anchor at this time. Yeah. So it's funny, you know, I've been working with the dragons for a year or two, and now we're in the year of the dragon, and they've gone quiet. Can you believe? In the last week, the dragons seem to have pulled back a little, and I've been really feeling the angelics, yeah, the angelics. So angels, yeah, and maybe that's just where I'm at. I don't know, but they've been coming in strongly to want to support us in, I guess, in a soft but firm way to anchor in our light at this time, so that we can feel more settled in this kind of tumultuous energy and the unknown. We're not supposed to have much ground right now in where we're going, because the mind is shifting and we're moving into a new phase. This is still a very tumultuous time, so there isn't a lot of that's why it's taken me so long to actually do another live. It's like, what do I say? There's not a lot to say right now. We've been emptied. It's a vacuum. It's voidal. We are moving into something new, but that's not quite where we're at yet. So again, we're in this very still but hyperactive space, if you know what I mean. So we've got to find that still point within the activity of the energy coming in. So profound energies, profound time. So I did decide to work with Kyle Gray's angel prayer cards today. I haven't pulled these out for ages, but just because the angels were coming in so strongly for me yesterday, I thought it was good to pull 3 cards for today, just to sort of ask for a little bit of angel support and what is wanting to come through for us. Yeah. So the first card was spiritual support. Dear angels, I allowed you to support me as I grow and become more spiritually aware. Yeah. So this card, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory that we are asked to be reminded. We've been reminded to ask for their help, so that they can hold the edges of our energy body. They can hold the edges of our aura and help us sort of, like at the edges of our aura right now, it's like sizzling is what I hear. It's like sizzling with the sun codes that are coming in. So it's like, and the Uranian energies that are sizzling the energy, making us feel sizzled at the energies, at the edges of our aura. So this is very electrifying. So this can produce the symptomology of anxiety. And then we feel the anxiety or the speed of the oscillating energies in our body, and boom, 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 boom. Suddenly we're in our trauma history, we're thinking about all sorts of shenanigans, and we go down a pothole. So it's important to step out of making meaning of the arising sensations, because they're so strong at the moment, because the energies are so strong. So I just want to first work with a bit of light language with this beautiful little Pleiadian angel. So blue obsidian, yeah, blue obsidian. It's actually man-made, so it's glass, still quite a high vibe. And so this is going to just come in energetically for the edges of the aura that have been kind of pummeled by this light that is sort of just agitating the whole light body and shaking out the density. Yeah. So this is to bring in some peace, some calm, and some resilience into the energy field. Yeah. So all you have to do as I work with this light language is listen to the sound. Okay. So take a deep breath. Take these energies wide into your light body. Allow your body and your energy to expand through these codes. Shibodi amadara gyam puryanana purukvenanaka. Shile dididi piyonana puryananaka. Shalpuryanana puyananaka. Shalparyanana. Shalpuryanana korie. Shiboyanana kapatata kaparko. Shile padu dadur. Daduro yonaka. Shalabarkono ye. Shalaburkona ye. Shalabukoyana yana, Shalabudiana, Shambu yuno konaka naka, Shubuko kono konoko, Shumbu doniane yana kana 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 kana, Shambu doniana kana aranaka, Shibudiono yono kuku. So we, the Pleiadian Angelics of the Blue Light Network, are coming in to just ease the situation, to ease the intensity within your aura, within your central channel. Remembering that you can rest outside of the agitation and the energies that are coming in, and you can call on us to ask for support and to dampen down what is not in your best interest as an organic vessel. So take a breath. So yes, Taurus, when, of course, you probably already know that when the energies are coming in at a new vibration, that sense of ringing ears, it ramps up in some of us, and it is focusing on the neurobiology and the senses. It has been for a little while. The eyes, the third eye, and the ears have been really worked on to expand the senses so that we can move into an expanded sense of our spiritual gifts, as that card said, and to also really let go of patterning deep within the consciousness of us from our history, whether it be past life or whether it be this life, so that we may move into a new phase of consciousness. Yeah, but this is very uncomfortable, and you do whatever you need to do to support your being through this, because everybody's different. Yeah, yeah. So really important to keep hydrating, of course, as well. So the second card, Peaceful Warrior, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground in peace. Yeah, stand my ground in peace. Yeah. So I feel, Taurus, it's all about you expanding your gifts, and it will pass. Let's just do a little pause for a second and do something around the ears, yeah, and then we'll go back to this card that I just spoke about. So this is working with the ears, the inner ear, the ear canal, yeah. This is the energy of Archangel Michael, even though this little being has a pair of breasts. Yeah, the female version. I'm not sure what the female version of Archangel Michael is. Someone can post that if they know offhand. Yeah, but this is an individual. So this is around releasing the pressure in the ear canal due to the shifting frequencies. Yeah, Archangel Michael. Shibudi Yodi Apatariana, Shibudi Buyonianaka, Shibudi Yodi Anana, Yananaka. Shh. 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 Shibudi Pajanana Kapachapadaka. Shibuji Pudanana Kapashapadakana Kanakanaka. Shibodiamanana Kanana Kanakana Podanaka. Shibodianana Kanakana Kanapayana Kanaka. Shibodianana Kaputianana Kapuyanaka. Shibodia Pujanana Kaputiana Kapushamanayanaka. Shibodia Pudanana Yananaka. Shibotiana Kibananaka. Shibotiana Shiputiananaka. Shiputiananaka. So just rest into that energy for a second. Feeling how that centers you. Feeling how that allows some stillness to radiate through your being. How your mind settles. So what Archangel Michael is saying is that it would be useful for Taurus and others that are feeling highly activated around the mind or the ears to work with the vagus nerve. There's plenty of YouTubes that are free. If you just Google the vagus nerve, you'll find something that resonates, and work with those practices, because it is the energy that is coming in is triggering a deep sympathetic activation in the nervous system, which says that there's something wrong in some of us, and it's especially if we've had early trauma or past life trauma of the Armageddon stuff. Yeah, so this has been forcibly triggered in the collective field. So it is. So you can work on a couple of simple exercises. Yeah, you put your finger in the top of your ear, and you just do this. Yeah, and you do that on both sides. Yeah, then you put your finger in your like ear hole. Yeah, and you do the same on both sides. And even just doing that on that side, I can feel a bit of a yeah. And then you go behind the ear, and you, with a bit of pressure but not too much, just firmly, you press the skin behind the ear upwards, and you just hold it for maybe 45 seconds. Yeah. I'm just going to show you, and then you can do it at home in a longer practice. And then you do the same. You put two fingers and you pull the skin below the ear, just down gently. And then you hold it again for 45 seconds or so. And then you push, then you put your fingers sideways and you just gently push the tissue at the back of the ear, just gently backwards. Yeah. And then you can hold it for 30 to 45 seconds, yeah? And that will just help the tissues at the back of the ear and within the ear just go, ah, yeah. And then it sort of feels less pressured, and it feels like you're not in as much distress, and it sort of tricks your brainstem and your ear positioning into safety and out of the energetic response to the frequencies that are coming in, yeah? So that might be a little practice that you want to try, and if you do, type a few comments in later and message me and let me know how you go. Love to hear about that. Okay, so taking a breath. How did you go with that last one? So these are short, sharp transmissions that you can repeat over and over at this time to just help settle you, as well as calling in your own angel support, of course. Okay. So once again, peaceful warrior, Archangel Uriel, thank you for your Ariel for helping me ground my ground with peace. Yeah, okay. So this one, so I'm going to work with this guy or this lady. Yeah, silver obsidian angel, silver obsidian angel. So very earthed, yeah. Very earthed angel. So Ariel, very earthing, yeah, very earthing. So I'm just bringing in his energy just to help ground us now. So this is a grounding and a peace, again, bringing in the peace consciousness to help us just settle as this energy is so agitating, yeah. Taking a breath into the belly. So we call on Ariel to bring in much needed grounding and peace support at this time. We ask you to bring through the vibrational codes that are in alignment for us as a collective field at this profound influx of light, that we may anchor what is in our soul's contract to support us evolutionary, to expand our soul gifts, our perceptions, and our awarenesses at this time. We ask Ariel to ground us and to provide profound reassurance to our energy fields. And so it is. Jibutiki bune bodo ya buyo ni ivashka bugudo drake burganaki beleki potika bodki budo di bunanaka shalabukutui shalabukutui banana okiputa urki olapuko dekoriki andatataki andarki indiki andata akiko urku undududu Let me sit behind you, dear ones. I am the angel of the earth. I will wrap my wings around you, and I will hold you with love and light and support. Sometimes you may rattle and roll and feel the turbulence under your feet. That is to be expected at these times of change. I am here to hold you firm and to support you coming back into stillness and peace and ground. You can call on me, dear ones, to support you daily as you move into a new echelon of light. I am with you always, dear friends. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Amen. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Michael. So take a moment. So sometimes it's important to have a few little exercises you can whip in to your day, because sometimes just sitting and meditating, for some of us, if we kind of are very energetic beings that kind of tend to fly off with the energies, it's important to sort of have some practices that bring us back to the physical. So another one for your body and for grounding is to do a little practice that I used to do from one of my teachers, Julie Henderson, a somatic teacher who is based in the US. And she devised a group of practices called Zapchen somatic practices that are really very playful, childlike practices that take you back into your body and to really stabilize you in times of distress or dysregulation of the nervous system. So another really simple practice is working with the perineum floor. So your perineum floor is that is between, for men it's between the testes and the anus, so it's that strip of tissues. And for the women, I don't know, but it is the area where you would use to control your pee. So sorry if it's a bit graphic, but it's that area at the base of your body. So so a simple practice when you're feeling like you're kind of flipping up and out is to focus on that area. So if you just sit now with me and we just put our attention on the base of our body. So you put your attention, because wherever, you know the story, wherever you place your mind, your energy and your flow goes. So if you get caught in the mind, because there's so much going on in the energetic field, and we're in this very much air, Aquarian mind, Uranian energy, we need to sort of also balance that with earth and grounding and exercise. So then you sit here and you feel your perineum floor. And then you can you can consciously, as though you're wanting to stop your pee, you're just going to squeeze those muscles slightly, and it's only 20%. It's not like a clench, it's like a 20% squeeze and release. And you can do this anywhere, of course, because no one really can notice. And it kind of just makes you become aware of that part of your body. And it kind of just allows you to sink into your base a little more. Because it's like you're meditating your base. You're bringing awareness to your base. and it kind of pulls your attention and your awareness down there, and everything kind of settles down there, and you feel much more anchored in your pelvis. Yeah. So you don't always have to do really, big movements or big exercises, but sometimes even just a little attention and placing your energy and your awareness in a different location of your body through movement can be very supported if you're feeling very activated. Yeah. So work with that one gently, and watch how your energy moves from here to down below. Yeah. And I'll do another deeper practice for that one later on, but that one you can play with if you want at this time. Yeah. So have a sip of water. Yeah. Have a sip of water if you've got one. So finally, the final card I picked for today was Move Your Body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. Yeah. So again, be respectful to who you are. Some people may be needing to go to the gym and dance like crazy on the street, you know what I mean? Some people need to really move physically to get the energy circulating and to really anchor it through themselves, yeah? And that may be you. Or it could be much more stretching the fascia and allowing you to really expand out of the constriction. So you might want to work with fascia, with stretching, with yogas, with restorative yogas, yin yogas, yeah? So whatever suits you. So movement is as well to get out of the mind, yeah, to get out of the mind and move into playfulness and fun, because this energy is wanting us to move. So just really, sometimes physical movement can just settle the nervous system as well. Yeah. So that was the final message from the angels, and this final little piece, of course, I always like working with the heart because that's just who I am. And this one is a rose quartz angel, yeah. So this is again bringing. So all these messages today have really been about peace, bringing stillness, bringing ground to an activated and agitated system, yeah. And so this last one is for your heart. An activation for your heart, a stabilization for your heart, a grounding of your heart, a galactic heart presence, your higher heart presence into the depths of your physical body. Yeah. So as we are expanding through these potent acceleration of energies, it's almost like each of our chakras and and the aura of our energy field is been pushed out even further than it has so far, yeah? So this is heightened sensitivity coming in as well, and vulnerability as we expand, yeah? So again, give it till the end of February and this will be the new normal. Don't get too hung up that, oh my God, how am I going to cope for the rest of the year? Because really, we go through these amplifications, and once we have integrated the energy, it just is the new normal. And it's not to say that the waves aren't bombarding and coming in stronger and continuing, but it does pass. So just remember that, So this is just a final piece of energy for your heart space, yeah. Shampututu yapatatanaka, shampatata putita patatanaka, shamputututututututututututututu, shutututututututututututututututututututu, shipadanana putanana putanana, shipututututututututututututu, shiputanananananana, shapatanananananana, shampadananananana, shiputuntutututututi, shilaparkanananananana, So notice how the energy field shifts as we connect with these angelic beings, as we connect with their frequencies. So they are asking for us to really call on them for support. Call on them for support, because they're bringing in a very potent, yes, Carolina, very potent energy, yet it's a very soft and grounding frequency. So it is really an antidote to the higher, fast oscillation frequencies that are coming in, so that we can balance our systems. So if it helps, you can re-listen to this whenever you're feeling a bit like a bit wired up, yeah, or a bit agitated, or like your mind is feeling unsettled and not able to drop into your being, yeah. So because that is part of this energy at the moment, yeah. So that will support you, I hope, at this time. If you're wanting to connect with any of the beautiful crystals I worked with, just send a PM, always available. I've got a few angels here that are in the shop if you're feeling drawn, yeah? But you know, that's not necessary. You can connect etherically through your own angelic supports in your own way and bring them into your meditation or whatever, or just call on them through intention in your day to bring in some grounding and support for your being, yeah? So, so what I would say is just trust yourself and what you need as a body, but they're saying move. So to get out of the head and do some kind of movement would be useful at this time, even if it's just a walk in nature, on the beach, in a park, whatever suits, you know. So I haven't got any workshops planned except for the 3-3 that's back in Sydney. I'm just needing to sort of just manage the energies myself at the moment. So I'm trusting when I'm ready, when Spirit nudges me, I'll do another event. So you can keep an eye on my wall for that. Of course, the one-on-one sessions are always available. And I am in Sydney from the 2nd of March to the 5th of March. So if you want to connect with me for a one-on-one session in Sydney while I'm there, good to book in now, yeah? Obviously I'm online regardless at Sunshine Coast prior to that in person. So yes, very powerful times. So support each other, ask for angelic support, and go well, my friends. I'm sure I'll be back on a live soon. So I'll pop this on YouTube later today. Please feel free to share it or tag anybody here or pass it on Facebook to get the message out. Really appreciate your support. And thank you very much. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful evening if you're overseas. Bye for now.